My daughter excludes me from her wedding because a truck driver like me isn't as sophisticated as her stepfather, but now she calls me in the middle of her wedding because her mother has ruined everything out of jealousy. I raised her alone for 12 years after her mom left us for a lawyer. Couldn't afford private schools, but I showed up to every softball game, every parent-teacher night, drove 6 hours for her college orientation, slept in my truck because hotels were too expensive just to take her to breakfast the next morning. When Sam was 8, she asked why we didn't have a pool like Mom's new place. I told her we had something better. We had each other. She hugged me tight and said, "Okay, Daddy, that's all I needed back then." But at 16, everything changed. Suddenly, I was an embarrassment. She'd have me drop her off 2 blocks from school, started lying about my job, told them I was in logistics management. Her mom bought designer bags and she'd hide my birthday cards in her drawer. Found them unopened once. That hurt. I paid for her cosmetology certification, $3,200, worked doubles for 4 months to cover it. She graduated top of class. I brought flowers. She barely looked at me, just took photos with her mom and Stevens like I wasn't even standing there holding my gas station bouquet. 3 months ago, she called, says, "Dad, Stevens is walking me down the aisle." My heart dropped. I said, "What about me?" She sighs. Mark's family is very traditional. Stevens has a vineyard in Napa and went to Princeton. It makes more sense for optics. I asked what makes sense about erasing your father. She got defensive, said I wouldn't understand their world. Mark's dad plays golf with senators. She needs to fit in. I can't show up in Wranglers. I told her this is where I draw the line. She said, "I knew you'd make this about you," and hung up. 2 weeks later, the invitation arrived. My name under general guests, row 14, seat C, next to her mom's hairdresser, some woman I'd never met. Mark called apologizing, said it wasn't his choice. His parents had opinions. I told him I wasn't coming. He begged, said Sam would be devastated. I said she made her choice. Wedding day. I'm home watching TV, trying not to think about it. 11:30 a.m., unknown number rings. It's Sam, completely hysterical, sobbing so hard I can barely understand. "Dad, you have to come right now, please. Mom showed up drunk. Everything's ruined." I say, "What happened?" She goes, "Mom showed up at the venue like an hour before the ceremony, already wasted. Found Mark's parents in the garden, started talking to them. Apparently Sam's mom told them how grateful she was their family was welcoming her daughter, then started crying. Told them Stevens isn't her partner anymore, hasn't been for 5 years. He just helps her financially to keep up appearances in front of me." Mark's dad asked what she meant. Sam's mom completely unloaded, said Stevens never seriously dated her after my divorce, just felt bad, paid some bills. She'd been lying to Sam for years. Vineyard trip's fake. She'd just seen photos on Instagram and pretended. Then told them she's living in a 600 square foot rental in Sacramento, working part-time at Macy's, while Sam thought she had this house in wine country. Every expensive gift bought on credit cards she can't afford. She's $40,000 in debt trying to compete with me. Sam's crying harder. Mark's parents are horrified. His mom asked how much of my life is fake. His dad said they need to reconsider this marriage. Mark's trying to calm everyone, but half his family is already walking to their cars. I sit there quiet. She goes, "Are you listening? I need you to come fix this. Talk to his parents. Explain you're normal. Our family isn't all insane." Something in me snaps. I say, "Sam, you chose them. You said I wasn't sophisticated enough, that Stevens was more appropriate, that I'd embarrass you." She yells, "You're my real dad. Blood matters. Family shows up no matter what. I need you." I tell her, 3 months ago, blood didn't matter. Status did. Pedigree did. She's screaming, "You're abandoning me in my worst moment. What kind of father does this?" I take a breath. "The kind who got erased from your wedding program. The kind who wasn't good enough to walk you down an aisle, but somehow good enough to clean up your disaster." She goes quiet, whispers, "You owe me. I raised you." I said, "And you traded me for people who turned out to be just as fake as you were afraid I'd be. Sophisticated frauds living on credit and lies. At least when I showed up in my work boots, I was real." I hear Mark in the background asking who she's talking to. She tells him she's trying to get me there. Mark grabs the phone. "Sir, please, I'm begging you. My entire family is walking out. This wedding is falling apart. Sam needs her father." I tell Mark, "I'm genuinely sorry your wedding is a nightmare. I really am. But I stopped being Sam's father the day she decided a Princeton graduate was worth more than a truck driver who actually loved her." Hung up, blocked the number. I sat there staring at my phone for 20 minutes, then got up, made myself lunch, and watched the rest of my show. Never heard from her again.